It's that time of year with WWE 2K20 DLC, and you're probably thinking to yourself, it's going to be the same old thing, right? We're going to get 3 packs for superstars, we're going to get an accelerator, we're going to get moves, right? Not this year. For the first time since I've been covering WWE 2K. This goes from 2K15, and even in the WWE 12, 13, and 14 era, we are getting a brand new concept in DLC. Now, I'm going to go over the listings and what they're doing differently, and I'm going to give my opinions at the end, whether or not I think this is a smart thing to do, or whether it's a little out there. This year's WWE 2K20 is featured on an alternative universe. And the first thing that I want to talk about is Bray Wyatt The Fiend. He's headlining the first DLC inside WWE 2K Originals. The Fiend is in WWE 2K20. In WWE 2K20 Originals, the DLC information has came out and there will be 4 WWE 2K20 Originals packs. Unlike previous years where you got 3 packs of superstars, an accelerator, moves, and, VC starting credit, this year WWE 2K decided to change things up. So there's going to be 4 packs, and each pack will contain items inside that is unique to that specific pack. Now, the first one WWE 2K20 has announced is WWE 2K20 Originals Bump in the Night, centered around Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, which, to be honest with you, I think this is pretty cool. Just for face value, it is Bray Wyatt, and he has been in the game previously, but The Fiend is a new iteration. If you look at DLC or characters that WWE should be putting in as DLC, it should be characters that come out afterwards. So if you're making us pay for a character like they've done in past years that has been around in WWE, I'm not a fan of that. The Fiend has been introduced from WrestleMania to SummerSlam, so the fact that he's DLC is pretty cool. Now, what is inside Bray Wyatt's Bump in the Night pack? Well, let's go over some of that stuff. With each pack, you're going to get a playable character. In this one, it's Bray Wyatt, The Fiend. Then you're going to get a new 2K showcase. Now, those of you that watch my channel for the longest time, I haven't always been a fan of the showcase mode. Last year, WWE 2K brought back the Daniel Bryan showcase mode, and to be honest with you, I don't think I finished it. Shh, don't tell anybody though. Also included are Story 2K Towers. So in this one specifically, it is around Bray Wyatt The Fiend. Also in is all fed up Sheamus. Sheamus is forced to take on some of his former fellow superstars who have become zombies. Then you have other characters like Nowhere to Run Twisted Nikki Cross. Because Nikki Cross wants to play. One of the big things I heard in WWE for the past year and a half, since WWE completely botched Sanity, is Nikki Cross. Where is she? Why didn't she get called up? She wants to play. And we're finally getting her, although in a video game, and she'll be going head-to-head with the Survivor Mandy Rose? And it looks like Survivor Mandy Rose has had enough of twisted Nikki Cross in her games. She's gonna do what she can to put an end to the madness. You also have one of the family, the Swamp Father, Bray Wyatt. So you're gonna get different versions of the characters, and one of the big questions I had with these packs is if you would actually get DLC characters, kind of like in previous years, like last year it was the Rising Stars pack. It seems like from what I'm reading now that it's gonna be characters that are already in game with different versions, like a fed up Sheamus, different attire, different costume, things like that for this alternative universe mode. As of right now, it doesn't look like it's gonna be new characters, so that must mean Nikki Cross, Mandy Rose, confirmed for the game along with Sheamus, but we probably already knew that. Then let's go over the horror-themed characters that'll be in the game. You have The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. You have the Demon King version of Finn Balor, the Swamp Father Bray Wyatt. You have Frankenstrowman, which, hey, it's Frankenstrowman. You have Wicked Aleister Black, the Unleashed Apex Predator Randy Orton, which, he is the Apex Predator. He's pretty crazy. And then you have Fed Up Sheamus along with 2 mystery versions of superstars aside from Survivor Mandy Rose and Twisted Nikki Cross, which have yet to be announced. Also included will be new arenas, the Wyatt Swamp Arena and the Cemetery Brawl Arena. So these are 2 arenas that will be included in the pack. And there's also going to be creation items inside for things for Create a Superstar parts, new Create an Arena parts, new weapons, and new moves. So based on what I'm reading here, it seems like each pack will include in, special themed characters, arenas, and then, items inside that you can use in Create a Superstar, Create an Arena, and new weapons and new moves. So if each pack were to get like give me light tubes, please, just give me light tubes. WWE doesn't have light tubes, but I'd really love light tubes. I think it was Johnny from New Legacy tweeted out a picture of SVR07. There's a light tube on the outside. Just light tubes. So in each pack, you're gonna get these characters, and like I said, right now, all we know is the bump in the night. So how do you get the bump in the night? Well, if you just pre-order WWE 2K20, not the deluxe version, not the collector's edition, if you just pre-order from a selected retailer, you will get bump in the night for free, included at no extra purchase. And then if you choose to buy the other 2 to 4 packs, you can get it in the WWE 2K20 Backstage Pass. So that's what the WWE 2K20 Backstage Pass is this year. It'll be the other 3 WWE 2K Originals packs. So like I said, I don't know right now if you're going to get other superstars or if this actually means WWE 2K20 will have the biggest roster and we won't have to wait for a lot of these characters. Because every year, one of my biggest, and you guys know this because I say it every single year, WWE 2K games in general just die after a month, maybe not even a month. And then you're waiting for the DLC characters, and those DLC characters don't come out for 3 months. And then once you get those characters, it doesn't mean anything because all you can really do with them is use them in exhibition and creation matches. So there's really no point to having them. Waiting every year for things like Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Lio Rush. The DLC last year was good, but by the time you get it, nobody cares. So this year, they're saying all the DLC will be out by spring of 2020. So that's a good thing. I don't know what that means, if that'll be all by March. I'm guessing by March 2020, before WrestleMania would be my guess. Now, out of each of the packs, these are included in the deluxe edition and they're included in the collector's edition. So if you're the one that's going to pony up that big $129 and you're going after that big autograph, guess what? It's included. If you want to buy it separately, you can get the Backstage Pass for $29.99, which is a value, by the way, of $44.97, because they're each going to cost you $14.99. So let's say you don't want certain packs. Maybe that's for you. Maybe you don't care about certain packs like the Bray Wyatt stuff. I think this is a good option if they do go the route, and I hope they do, of, you know, putting in a tower, putting in a story, and putting in weapons and moves that are kind of more normal themed, I guess would be my... They're probably not going to do it, but I want some of the new match types. Like, if I have to literally pay for a DLC pack to get special guest referee match back, I will at this point. It's all I want. Just give me special guest referee. If you literally have to paywall at WWE, that's all I'm asking for. Please. We all want special guest referee. But out of those arenas, that's a match type. That's not an arena. If I had to take any other guesses for the packs, it's so up in the air right now. All we know is the Fiend pack. I still think it's pretty cool that Bray Wyatt and the Fiend are going to be in game, and he's going to get a pack featured around him. Now, when it comes to the towers, am I excited for the towers? Here's the way I look at towers. They are just playable matches. You go match after match. These seem like they're going to have some sort of story built around it, which I think will be cool. But for the most part, I don't know if this stuff necessarily excites me. But what does excite me is the fact that 2K20 and WWE 2K in general is willing to take a chance, because the old model, to be truthful and blunt, sucked. I hated waiting months for the DLC, even when it's good DLC, because like I said, by the time you get it, you can't do anything with it. So it'll be very interesting to see when these release, how often they release, how much you're gonna have to wait, because if they put like my favorite thing in pack 4, I'd be a little bit bummed out. But if you want to get the packs, you can pre-order WWE 2K20. You'll get Bump in the Night for free, which I'll throw some graphics on screen if you want to check it out. In each pack, it'll be kind of like Road to Glory, where you get special items. Now, the items that I've seen on screen, again, in this alternative universe mode are great. Whether or not I want to use any of these characters in any universe mode careers, I don't really know. But like I said, kudos for WWE for at least trying something. Maybe it fails, maybe it pops off, I don't know, but I wonder what you guys actually think about this. Is this something that interests you? Because to be honest with you, I think there's a split audience. If you go to certain creators, their audience wants simulation style, and other creators, like, you just want a fun arcade video game. Me personally, I would love a little bit more sped up moves, or at least an option to have something like that. So in any of these playable arenas, in these towers, if there was any way to, like, listen, we're an alternative universe. Give me alternative speeds. Give me alternative moves that I can really step things up a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't want, especially in this universe mode, if we have to have the same exact slow gameplay, I think it's going to falter. And I think that may be a little bit of a problem, because if it's the same simulation just with graphics on it, we all know how the Wyatt compound turned out. The Wyatt compound sucked. So if these new arenas are just like they slap a coat of paint on them, which they're probably going to be, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but like I said, all these are going to be different. So if you pre-order the game, you're going to get it. The other 3 packs, it's going to save you like $15. So I wonder what you guys think about this. If you could get any new weapons or new moves or new arenas from any of these originals packs, whether or not they're set in alternative universe, whether it's all incorporated around fantasy stuff, or whether real stuff. What are some real weapons you'd love to see added? What are some new moves you'd love to see added? Because let's be honest, now that Brian Williams is not there anymore, who's gonna capture him? Who's watching the independent scenes to get all these moves? There better be somebody. Better be somebody good. So I think that's where I want to wrap it up here with WWE 2K20 Originals. Going into it, when I first heard about it, I wasn't as excited about it. And I'll just say this because I don't like towers. Me personally, towers are not my thing. Maybe towers are your thing. I think I've played a couple of them in WWE 2K19, but for me, it was just more exhibition matches. Like, yeah, you put a stipulation on it. So these towers, I want to see fun. I want to see craziness. I want to be able to, rip somebody's head off from the side of the ring and bring it in like the lantern and use it. I want to do crazy stuff like that. So until next time, guys, let me know what you think of WWE 2K20. You can follow me on social media at TubbyEmo or my personal account at TubbyEmo. And if you want more WWE 2K goodness, make sure to hit the subscribe button. You can hit the bell notifications and check out any of the other videos I've been covering. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And we will see you all later.
Problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like